you guys? This is DJ Astra. You are watching Baptized by Fire. Rock is dead. Oh my God, that was a red light, almost. We are on our way right now to the Mint in LA to see CHAINFLOWER. These guys are awesome. It is an incredible group. They are 1970s heavy. Their influences are Sabbath, Zeppelin. They have such a cool sound. It's Erika Renee and Kelly Wheeler. I am so excited to see these guys. Come out, rock out, check it out, and keep it heavy.
This is either hell or paradise. It's closer to the first bit. We're baptized by fire. Come on, yeah. Put your lights out. It's a riot. Los Angeles. Come on now. Burn it higher. It's a riot. Los Angeles. Los Angeles. Los Angeles.
What's up, you guys? This is DJ Astra, and we are here on Baptized by Fire. Rock is dead. You guys, tonight we're out in Los Angeles at the world famous Mint with CHAINFLOWER. What's up, you guys? Introduce yourselves.
This is Kelly from CHAINFLOWER.
And Erika from CHAINFLOWER.
You guys, this is so awesome to be able to interview you guys. I had Kelly on the show months ago when he was still part of Ultrajack, and you have been part of so many famous bands, and now you guys have come together to form this new project called CHAINFLOWER. So talk to us a little bit about the progression of CHAINFLOWER and how you went from Ultrajack into this.
Well, we were at Ultrajack. I was looking for a new singer. We were sort of looking for the singer that was in there that left was a male singer, and that's what we were focusing on. But Erika sent a great tape of her playing at the Whiskey that I really liked, so we set up an interview. I mean, we set up a jam and an audition. Do you want to cut from there? That was
Yes, we're cutting right now. So one of the things I read on your bio is that Erika actually was studying music business at USC. So she's originally from the East Coast, which I want to talk to you about. But how did you guys end up setting up the audition and bringing her into the project?
We loved the video that she sent with her performing at the Whiskey, and so we set up an audition. We gave her some tracks, some Zeppelin tracks, and Ultrajack stuff, and she came in and she nailed it and sounded great. She sort of surprised us because we didn't know what to expect, you know. So the original bass player Elliot and I talked, and we said we want to keep working with her, and so I approached her and seen if she was into it. She was down, and so a new sound started to emerge with her and I writing new tracks, and that sort of eclipsed Ultrajack, and Ultrajack became CHAINFLOWER in the end.
That's awesome. That's awesome. And Erika Renee, so I want to know about your path over to CHAINFLOWER. And by the way, CHAINFLOWER has the raddest sound. You have been compared to Black Sabbath. You've been compared to some of the most classic people of the 70s. When I listen to your music, I hear almost like Deep Purple, Zeppelin. I hear like almost Hendrix, and your guitar playing is insane, but we know that. But so Erika, tell us a little bit about how you came over and what was your passion to join CHAINFLOWER?
Well, I love singing. I was playing with bands since I moved here when I was 19. And then I was in a project before with Ahmad, and he's a guitar player, and I was doing a lot of gigs with him. Kind of wanted to change up the sound a bit, so I auditioned for their audition, and it totally interested me. And I did a lot of the Ultrajack songs, originally made for a male, but my voice is pretty low, so.
They really fit into what we were doing already. I think that's what really surprised, but it just was really natural from the beginning.
Yeah, well, for me, I don't see enough front women in rock, so I'm super excited that you are part of this project. So, so you came over, you did the audition, you learned the Ultrajack. I mean, even that, like learning all your music, that's so dedicated. So you really felt a pull then to this project.
Yeah, and the more I talked with Kelly, our influences were the same. Zeppelin's our main holy grail. So, from there, we just kind of took off from there with our ideas. So
how long has CHAINFLOWER been doing this?
It's probably been a few months, maybe 6 to 8 months.
Yeah.
You know.
Well, you guys are already having good success in such a short time. You've played some major clubs. You've played Los Globos. You're playing the Mint. You've got a lot of stuff coming up. You've got stuff going on soon at Loaded. So when we talk about Chainflower, tell me what Chainflower means. What does it mean to you guys?
For me, it was more of beauty and ruggedness kind of being combined. And I also just like the name, how it sounded. We went over a ton of names and nothing really stuck for us like Chainflower. And then they just started to get more and more stupid. So we were like, we better pick something before this gets worse, you know?
So as far as what does Chainflower, okay, you guys have what you say a new distinct sound. And I hear a lot of influences from the 70s. So tell us about how it's a new style and not that style.
Well, I mean, it's a big part of the writing is my guitar playing, which hopefully I'm not trying to sound like a lot of
Your guitar playing rules. Heavy metal moment.
So, I mean, we have that going, and then the combination of the two started this new sound with her voice. It's not super high registered, which most pop girls are,
Yeah.
right? She has more of a medium range voice, and that was probably the thing that really intrigued me, because there's not girls out there like that. You know, like Susie Sue from Susie and the Banshees is like that, and so you don't see that. And to me, that was like a new sound, a new part of the sound.
Yeah.
So.
Well, I know that Erika Renee has been described as a combination of Susie and the Banshees if Susie and Lane Staley became one android human. So
Hey, that's what
had a clone android baby. So tell us about, that's a huge compliment. Tell us about that. How do you feel about that?
That's awesome. I mean, I don't really compare my voice to anything else. I just think I sound a lot not like what's coming out. You know, which for me was always the thing to stick with. Is not try to change and mold my style into what I'm hearing all around LA. I just want to do my own thing, and you know, hopefully people take notice. So that was.
You know, that's really key about what you're saying, because our live on location series is called Rock is Dead. And the reason we're calling it that is because in so many ways, rock is dead. So what you just said talks to that. So tell us a little bit more about what do you feel about the state of rock being dead, and what is Chainflower doing to revive it or do different?
I could talk about that for like a 3-hour interview, but you know, it's just everything right now that's coming out is molded into the same indie rock package. It all sounds the same. I mean, there are some really great bands coming out that are doing the indie rock thing, but nothing totally, it's just all one genre, you know? Not many people are going against the grain like Queens of Stone Age or, you know, making a different sound. Everyone's just following the path and hoping they get chosen, you know? So what we're doing, hopefully, cuts against that, you know?
Absolutely, Kelly.
There's even less girls doing that. You know, there's not that many guy rock bands
Absolutely.
that are actually trying to do it, because it's not a popular genre. Alternative and indie are huge right now, and it's sort of taken over everything in that. So the fact that we're trying to do it with a girl, you know, Eric and I, is, you know, just taking a step beyond, you know, and that's sort of what's making it new, because we haven't seen, you know, hardly the same lineup or the same sound right now.
So what's been the response on stage from your latest shows? Like, how are people responding? I know some fans came tonight and were like, I just wanted to see you guys. So what's been happening with that?
It seems like we've been getting a great response, you know? People just ask where we're playing next and keep saying how we rocked it. I can't really ask for more than that, you know? So.
Well, okay, so what does Chainflower have coming up? What are you guys doing in the next, let's say, year that we want to know about? Like, we want to know what your guys' goal is and what you're doing.
Continual videos will be coming out, EPs, gigging is our main thing that we want people to come out and see. But yeah, just the whole package of just releasing stuff and hoping people hear it and have a good response to it.
So if you guys were to hop onto a tour, which tour would you guys want to hop on first? Kelly's like, I've been on every tour ever, okay?
I mean, there's really not that many. I mean, if you can count them in one hand. There's Queens of the Stone Age.
Monkeys would be cool. I really dig them.
Okay.
Yeah, and then who else? There's like not that many. There's plenty of metal. Yeah. And metal is a little bit different than what we're doing. And I guess, you know, we could play to metal audiences. And that would probably
there's
be
a bunch of just indie rock bands, which not slamming that at all, but we just don't want to fit into that category because that's just
Erika's totally slamming that.
indie rock bands. No.
we would open for Black Sabbath or Ozzy or something like that. You know?
So how do you define your genre? What's your genre?
I don't know. I would call it just alternative rock or just rock and roll, man.
I don't know.
It's like alternative rock. I mean, the closest things, it is like Jane's Addiction or Soundgarden, but those guys have their own unique sound, and they're very male-driven bands.
Yeah.
But it's in that vein that is alternative rock. It's a different twist where punk rock is a part of it, post-punk is a part of it. So it's a lot of different things. It's not just rock.
Oh, absolutely. I feel like you guys are so 70s heavy. You guys are so 70s. And I'm like, holy shit, I haven't heard. Yeah, but like, I was like, dang, I haven't heard this type of like distortion and like in a long time. That's why I was like, holy shit, this is like the female Deep Purple. And it's so rad. And like, one of the things I think is so stale about rock. Yeah, totally. It's so stale about rock is that everything sounds the same. Like you said, it's this manufactured indie, whatever, screamo, and I'm like, holy crap, they don't sound like anybody. So
that's the goal, you know?
It's like, you know, we don't sound what's on the radio. It's like, well, that's a good thing.
That's a great thing. That's a great thing. Because I was listening, I was like, whoa. So tell us right now about the 2 singles that you're pushing right now.
One is The Fever,
Okay.
which is going to be our first video.
Okay.
The other is Dissolve in the Sky.
Okay. So talk to me about both of those. What do those songs mean to you guys? What do you?
The Fever for me kind of just represents like the dog-eat-dog mentality of our society, just how we're all a bit jaded and don't really give a shit who we step on. And then Dissolve in the Sky was hitting a little more on just addictions and, you know, mental addictions and just, you know, basically that in a bundle.
So what's your guys' writing process? Like, how do you guys, I know it starts with your guitar. I think you said that, right? But how do you guys come together? And then who's the lyrics? Like, how does that work with CHAINFLOWER?
We normally kind of just like start jamming in a room and it comes together. He did
one way. There's times where I have set ideas and come in, but it seems like it gets molded into something new that's CHAINFLOWER. No matter what I have or what Erika brings, the two of us create this unique thing together, and that seems like where the sound has come from. You know?
Yeah, I mean, some of the greatest stuff we've come up with has just been like stuff he's already written, but we just jam it out in a room. Like, I work the best when I don't sit with a guitar part and I'm like thinking about it. I work best when I just perform it in a room and just kind of see what ideas come out.
So, all right, so what can we expect tonight from your show?
A slamming set from CHAINFLOWER.
Hopefully heavy energy and just a lot of moving around, a lot of thrashing around and a good time.
What's important to you when you're performing on stage? What is your goal to convey to that audience? What?
I like for people to feel like I'm actually into it and to actually feel the emotion of me on stage is probably my main thing. So.
I mean, I'm trying to.
It's like whatever.
I mean, I really am trying to get lost in what I'm doing. I'm not trying to think too much.
Yeah.
But hopefully that is something that the fans can relate to.
Yeah.
When they see how much I love it, you know.
Yeah. You guys, what was it like working with the world famous producer and engineer Doug Greon?
It was great. He's a famous producer and engineer.
Producer and engineer.
He's known for producing. Well, Stone Temple Pilots, he was an engineer on every album, so that's where his background is from. And then Velvet Revolver he produced, Scott Weiland's solo stuff, all his solo stuff he produced. So he's pretty known.
Yeah.
He's a great guy. He was really into my previous bands, you know.
Sex tapes.
And Alta Jack.
Jinx!
So he was down to try. He was down to try something with a girl singer. I sent him that link actually. I didn't really have anything recorded when I first met him, but I sent him the same link that she sent from the Whiskey performance, and he said, "That's great. Let's try something." So I got the demos together as far as the main production, and then we went in and started recording her vocals with Doug. And I think he's just great working. He's just great in general how he produces, but he's really good with vocalists. He's used to Scott Weiland, one of the, the best vocalists in rock. So he really knows how to get the best performance out of a vocalist. So, and he did the same with us. I think what he brought to our sound is that he sort of recognized what Erika was trying to do within the songs and just bring that out more. He worked with Erika really well.
Yeah.
He liked her voice for the same reasons that we do, because it wasn't your normal voice, and it really.
What do you mean by it's not your normal voice?
It's not your normal female pop
Female
voice.
pop voice.
Yeah.
How would you describe your voice, Erika?
I don't know. I always kind of thought I sounded like a dude, like low.
She has a dude voice. Erika Renee, dude voice. So when Doug Greon was working with you guys and he was pulling the vocals out of you, what does that process look like?
You know, just giving my all in there, and you know, he'll say like, you know, let's do it again, and just pull in the best take you can out of my performance. So
Really supportive in the process. He knows what vocalists are going through, first of all, trying to get the best performance. And so he knows to have them give him their best performance, and he knows, you know, how to work with them in that context. Yeah.
he's very relaxed and chill too.
Yeah, he's super chill. Great guy.
Do you feel like he was able to really pull something out of you that you haven't been able to do, or in that pressurized moment, I guess?
Yeah, I wasn't super nervous about it. I'm very comfortable singing. So yeah, but I mean, you know, he just definitely got more out of me than I would have gotten just somebody just telling me to go, you know. So
His manner is very relaxed and low key, so it sort of makes you relaxed. You know?
Yeah. Oh, that has to be. I mean, a good coach.
That on.
Yeah, a good
He's not
coach.
trying to stress you. You know, he's trying to relax you.
Yeah.
And he knows what good focus performances take.
Yeah.
So.
Okay, so there's so many things about Chainflower that we don't know. So share with us something that your fans or people wouldn't know, like about Chainflower that we haven't accessed yet, but we want access to.
I don't know. That's a
I
good,
don't know.
Thank you.
about that one.
you got to think about that one, man. That was that wasn't on the list.
Well, it's
I
true
know, it's a
because
great question.
there's a lot of things that I think that bands you guys present right to your audience,
Right.
but there's something a lot deeper about Chainflower
Right.
that people don't know, but there's something that you're pulling from or they're pulling from, and they want like a little bite of it. You don't have to give it all away,
Oh, yeah.
but give some of it.
I think it really is what kind of influences that we have. It's like a huge coincidence or sort of random that, you know, this girl has the same taste that I do. It's pretty random.
Yeah, it's totally random.
I don't find that all the time at all.
It's awesome. I mean, that's organic. That's magical. That's what makes rock. That's what makes the magic of rock, right?
That is one of the things that made Chainflowers, that we had the same influences, and you don't find that a lot in this genre in rock, you know, especially with the boy-girl type thing.
Yeah.
Usually boy-girls, they're trying to do like the pop producer thing, and the girl is fitting a certain role, but, you know, we feel like that common ground sort of raises us up to the next level.
Yeah.
You know?
Erika, what about you?
What was the question?
What is something about Chainflower that isn't revealed? That's okay. That isn't revealed. That we want it.
About myself personally?
Absolutely.
Okay. Well, I had a kind of rough time with authority growing up. So if you kind of read into my lyrics, I spent a little time locked away for a bit. So.
Women in prison.
But yeah, I mean, I don't want to be like a spokesperson, like go to jail.
I'm like, are we gonna believe that? No, I'm kidding.
But a lot of my lyrics will touch on that. Just kind of, I was a little all over the place growing up and had a very tough time adjusting.
Well, you've become a
It's
judge.
like,
That's part of the art.
Overcoming adversity and stuff.
Yeah.
You know?
So then, how key is it then for your fans to really truly understand your lyrics?
It's not, you know, super key. I think you could, if you just listen to a couple words, you can get the gist. There's a lot of anger going on, you know, just about certain situations. I think we all feel anger about, and that comes out in the music, you know. But yeah, and you know, it's not key. I think if you listen to one or two songs, you might hit on it. And sometimes it's not about that. I mean, it's not always like super rageful lyrics, you know?
No, it's not. It's very melodic. I mean, you're able to express it in a way that's palatable, that people want to understand your pain, right? as opposed to like this is just thrash or what have you.
There's a certain depth. You can read the lyrics on one level, which might be, on the surface.
Right.
But then I think they go deeper, and there could be multiple meanings.
I also want people to know that like it's okay not fitting in and being the oddball out, which I always was. So that's okay, and who gives a fuck, just do your own thing and things will work out for you in time,
Do you still feel there's a lot of pressure, let's say within the rock scene, to fit in?
Not at all. I mean, with certain scenes, sure, but I think rock's all about doing your own thing and not caring, So
I think that's our motto, who gives a fuck.
I was gonna ask, okay, so if Chainflower has a motto, if you guys have a saying, what is it?
That would be it.
YOLO. No, I'm just kidding.
Okay, so they're YOLO.
No.
It's like, no. Isn't that the Kardashians?
Yeah, I don't know. Just do your own thing and have fun with it.
Awesome.
Yeah, don't be afraid to be yourself, which I think
Sounds like
is
an
a big
after-school
problem.
But that's part of why you're here, because you weren't able to be yourself, right?
Yeah. and
So
I think
after school specials are good.
that's an issue that everybody deals with. So just be yourself.
Yeah.
It's fine.
Well, I think if you're authentic to who you are, that's when the success happens. That's when the magic happens. Because when you're trying to be someone else, you can't truly tap into what your mission here is or whatever, because you're trying to be something else. And then once you connect to it, whatever it is, it starts flowing.
And everybody wants you to be yourself. That's the crazy
Right.
thing. They want you to be unique and express your unique point of view about whatever's going on with your life.
Yeah.
That's what they want, but that's hard. It's a hard thing to find.
Yeah.
So
Well, I think it's awesome that you guys are trailblazing that, and I love that we have another female frontwoman. So important. You guys, Chainflower is awesome. I cannot wait to see the show. Are there any last things that you have to tell your fans and you want to get out there on Baptized by Fire, Rock is Dead?
Just come out and see us, and hopefully you'll dig our stuff.
catch our show.
Can we wait till an ambulance goes by? Sounds awful. Are there any last things that you want to let your fans know that's important for Chainflower to get out there?
To come out and see us, and hopefully you'll like our stuff.
Stay unique. Be yourself.
Yes, be yourself.
Yourself and see Chainflower.
Awesome. Oh, where can we find you guys online?
Most of our contacts are Chainflower Music. So whether you're on Twitter, Instagram, or Facebook, it's Chainflower Music.
Just Google Chainflower Music.
Yeah, except for Twitter, I think now it's Chainflower LA.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
Chainflower, we're the only ones. So.
Okay, awesome. Well, you guys, thank you so much. This has been an awesome interview. I cannot wait to rock out at your show. And we hope to see you again. Keep it heavy.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you so much, Ezra.
Thank you. You guys, this has been an awesome interview with Chainflower. It's been an incredible night. I cannot wait to see this show. You have been watching Baptized by Fire, Rock is Dead. Keep it heavy.